Wow. Just wow. The Knicks completely shocked everybody. They shocked everybody. I don't think anybody really believed that the Knicks had a chance in game one on the road against the reigning, defending NBA champions, the Boston Celtics. I mean, Jason Tatum, he didn't show up tonight. Jason Tatum didn't show up tonight. So that was very huge for the New York Knicks. You know, Kristaps Porzingis going down with that injury, missing the entire second half. I mean, just a defensive standout performance by McCall Bridges, coming up clutch late in the game as well, especially in an overtime. OG Anunoby, I mean, what more can you say about him? Just like McCall Bridges, he played elite defense, especially down the stretch. I mean, he played 45 minutes tonight. Josh Hart played 45 minutes. Jalen Brunson, 43 minutes. McCall Bridges, my MVP of the game because of the defensive performance that he put on, especially down the stretch. You got to give him a lot of credit. I know he only scored 8 points, but my, oh my, his defense tonight was elite. He was the guy that the Knicks traded for 5 first-round picks. I don't want to hear anybody say that trade was not worth it, especially after tonight's performance. 51 minutes from McCall Bridges. He was the Iron Man of the game. He was the player of the game. I get OG Anunoby scored 29 points. I get Jalen Brunson scored 29 points. But at the end of the day, if the Knicks don't have McCall Bridges in game one against the Boston Celtics, they don't come out of that. They don't come out of Boston with one win at least on the board. So good for McCall Bridges. Good for the Knicks. They shut up all those McCall Bridges haters. I don't want to ever hear it again that those 5 first-round picks were not worth it. I don't want to hear it. But let's get into it. The Knicks stole one. They were down 20 points in the third quarter. They put on an insane run, and they kept like going into this game. I kept on saying it. All the Knicks need to do is keep it close within the last 2 to 3 minutes of the game and let Jalen Brunson do his thing. And Jalen Brunson, my oh my, he did his freaking thing in that fourth quarter, especially down the stretch. He went absolutely off, clutch 3-point shots, making the defense just go insane. The Boston Celtics could not stop Jalen Brunson down the stretch in the fourth quarter. And guess what? I think Jalen Brunson, 9 out of 100 times, I saw Joel Moran tweet this out of he's got a very good podcast called Pick a Side. Make sure you guys go check that out. But Joel Moran put out a tweet saying if Jalen Brunson takes that layup 100 times, he's making 99 of those. And that is dead on true. That's dead on true. But guess what? Brunson still did his thing in the fourth quarter, and it's the reason that we did at least tie the game at the end of the fourth quarter, because without Jalen Brunson down that stretch, we don't win that game. He proves why he's the clutch player of the year. The Boston Celtics did not have an answer for him. Josh Hart, I mean, all over the boards. All over the boards. He did exactly what he's done all regular season, and that's being an absolute pit bull. He was a pit bull on that court, but I mean, the player of the game, no doubt about it. I mean, maybe not no doubt about it, but in my eyes, it's McCall Bridges. It is McCall Bridges. I can't say it enough. We don't have McCall Bridges that game. We do not win. We do not win. And I get Kristaps Porzingis wasn't there in the second half, and he's not going to be missing every single second half this series. I know Jason Tatum is not going to be terrible from the field. I mean, Jason Tatum tonight, he shot 7 of 23. He missed 11 3-point shots. Look at Jaylen Brown's numbers. He missed 9 3-pointers today. You look at Drew Holiday. He missed 5. Derek White, he missed 9. Al Horford missed 4. Peyton Pritchard, he missed only 3 3-point shots. But to limit Peyton Pritchard at the line today, to only allow him to take 5 3-point shots, when we all know he is a lights-out 3-point shooter. In the regular season this year, he averaged 14.3 per game. He shot over 40% from 3. Limited him to only 5 3-point shots. That was huge. They missed over 45 threes tonight. So good for the Knicks, playing a defensive standout performance. You know, that run does not happen without McCall Bridges and OG Anunoby, the 2 wings that we got. The reason we got those 2 wings was to do exactly what they did tonight, and that is lock up the 2-headed dragon in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and that's what they did tonight. And then OG Anunoby, not only defensively, but offensively. Karl Anthony Towns, our number 2 scorer, he did not have it tonight. He really did not have it tonight. I still give him a lot of credit because he was gritty, especially in the first half, trying to get down in the basket, trying to do some work in the paint. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns only took 1 3-point shot tonight. Only 1 3-point shot. And this is a guy who shot 42% from behind the arc in the regular season. Only 14 points from him, but he was 6-13 from the field. He had 13 rebounds. So got to give him a lot of credit. But really, it's those two wings that we brought here to stop Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And OG Anunoby picked up the slack that Karl Anthony Towns did not provide. He picked up all that slack, going 10 of 20 from the field. He made 6 3-pointers on 11 attempts, scoring 29 points. He was all over the court tonight. 1 steal. And then you look at McCall Bridges. He had 3 steals, 2 blocks. 2 freaking blocks from McCall Bridges, playing 51 minutes tonight. Only 8 points. That's the best part about McCall Bridges. Only 8 points, and he's still my player of the game. Josh Hart, 45 points, 45 minutes played, not 45 points. 45 minutes, 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. 5 and 9 from the field. He did make a 3 on 5 attempts. I do want to see him. I want to see this whole entire Knicks team make their free throws. I know Mitchell Robinson is not known for knocking down free throws, but 3 of 10 from the free throw line. Hack-a-Mitch is going to be a thing for the rest of this series. We saw it tonight, especially in the first half. They were hacking Mitch, putting him on the line. It was definitely annoying, but you know what? It's legal, and the Celtics are going to continue to do it with Mitchell Robinson on the court. Mitchell Robinson needs to knock down at least 60% of his free throws, and if he does that, the Knicks do. If he knocks down 3 more free throws tonight, the Knicks don't go to overtime. They don't go to overtime. Same thing with Josh Hart. 3 of 6 from the free throw line. That cannot happen. So overall, we just got to make more free throws. We got to keep controlling those 2 wings, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Limit the 3-point attempts from Peyton Pritchard. And the Knicks can actually win this series. I am a believer. I think, I don't care about the regular season anymore. I don't care. The playoffs is a different animal. I know we went, 0-7 against the teams like the Cavs, the Thunder, and the Celtics. But guess what? At the end of the day, the Knicks were a 51-win team in the regular season. The Knicks brought in Karl Anthony Towns. They traded for OG Anunoby last year. They brought in McCall Bridges in the offseason. They made all these moves to build around Jalen Brunson to make them a championship contender. And guess what? Right now, I can say that the Knicks are a championship contender because all we have to do now is win 3 more games. You win 3 more games, and it is on the line. It is completely doable. The Knicks can win the NBA Finals. I don't want to overreact, but here I am overreacting. I don't care that Kristaps Porzingis didn't play in the second half. I don't care that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown shot like absolute dog doo-doo. Because guess what? You know why they shot dog doo-doo? Because McCall Bridges and OG Anunoby, the guys we brought in over the offseason, well, not OG Anunoby, we brought them in last midseason. But the reason we got those guys is to stop those 2 guys. And they did exactly that tonight. We stole one. It's going to be short tonight. Thank you for those tuning in right now to the James Nolan Pod. I really appreciate it. But man, oh man, a 108-105 victory going into overtime. Jalen Brunson probably could have won it for us if he takes 100 of those shots. He's making 99 of them. Absolutely insane. McCall Bridges proven that trade was 100% worth it tonight, even though he only scored 8 points. He was a lockdown defender tonight. He was that defensive player of the year candidate that he's always been year in and year out before he got to the Knicks. You got to love it. And you know what? You can say all the things in the world. Like I said, Jason Tatum shooting 7 of 23 from the field. Probably not going to happen again. Missing 9 threes. Probably not going to happen again. Jaylen Brown missing 9 threes. Probably not going to happen again. He shot 1 of 10 from 3. 1 of 10. Kristaps Porzingis only played 12 minutes on the court tonight. 12 minutes. So I know all those things probably won't happen again. But is Karl Anthony Towns going to get in foul trouble and have 4 fouls before the first half even ends in these next few games? Is Karl Anthony Towns going to only score 14 points in the next few games of this series? Is McCall Bridges only going to score 8 points? So there's so many things that you could say about the Celtics that went wrong, but there's also so many things that went wrong for the Knicks tonight, and they still won. And like I said, I don't give a damn about what happened in the regular season. I don't. It's completely different. I believe it was 2017 or maybe earlier when LeBron was with the Heat. The Brooklyn Nets beat them. I think they swept them in the regular season. And then the Miami Heat, they demolished them in the postseason. And I know the Knicks aren't the Miami Heat of a few years ago, obviously. They're not. They don't have LeBron. They don't have Dwayne Wade. They don't have Chris Bosh or Ray Allen. But they built a championship team. Our starting 5 We said it at the beginning of the year, before the season even started. It can go toe-to-toe with any starting five in the NBA. We talked about this starting five as the best starting five in the NBA. So when you have the best starting five in the NBA, I don't care what happened in the regular season, because in the regular season, we still won 51 games. I don't care that we didn't beat the Celtics once. It's the playoffs. It's a different animal. And I think that the Detroit Pistons series really woke the Knicks up. I think the Knicks remembered who they are, where they came from, because for the past few years, the Knicks had an identity. The Knicks' identity was defensive tenacity. It was physical basketball, and that's what they did. They played physical basketball against Detroit, and I think it woke them up. The Celtics, they had an easy matchup against the Orlando Magic. They cruised through that series, whereas the Knicks, the Pistons woke them up. The Pistons woke them up, and now they're going toe-to-toe with the reigning, defending NBA champions in the Boston Celtics, and they stole game one on the road. So now home court advantage is with the Knicks, because the next 2 out of these 3 games will be played in Madison Square Garden. And my, oh my, if the Knicks somehow, some way take game 2, then it's not just going to be me believing. It's going to be you believing. It's going to be every single Knicks fan believing that this team can beat the freaking Boston Celtics. They can do what Leon Rose built them to do, and that is dethrone the Boston Celtics. Only time will tell. Game 2, just a few nights away, a couple nights away. Wednesday night, game 2, Boston. Like I said before, if Jalen Brunson gets the ball in his hands, and we're just within 3 points, because we were down 1 with 2 minutes left. We were down 1. But you put the ball in Jalen Brunson's hand, the most clutch player in the NBA today. Over the past few years, Jalen Brunson has been the most clutch player in the NBA. You get the ball in his hands, only down a couple, or let's say 3 points, 3 to 4 points. I'll even increase it. I believe that the Knicks can pull off a win. All they got to do is keep it close by the end of the game and let Brunson be Brunson, and the Knicks can come out on top against the Boston Celtics. Congratulations, Knicks fans. We got one. We stole one. One that we probably shouldn't have won, considering how much we were down by in the third quarter. But with the defense from OG Anunoby, from McCall Bridges, from Josh Hart, you got to give Deuce McBride for knocking down a bunch of clutch shots. Only in the first half, I get it. He was really knocking down shots in the first half. Second half, he was kind of quiet because he wasn't really on the court. But you got to give him a lot of credit, too. He kept the Knicks in the game in the first half. Mitchell Robinson, I mean, they wanted to hack him all night. And by far, I mean, like, they can continue to hack him. But if he knocks down just 3 more free throws, we don't even have to worry about overtime tonight. So just work on those free throws. Keep playing standout defense, and the Knicks can come away. Because one thing I learned about Jason Tatum tonight, he's not that clutch. He is probably a top 3 NBA player. But when the game is on the line, you'd rather Jalen Brunson over Jason Tatum. So let's go Knicks. Let's steal not only one game, but let's steal this series. And let's start talking about the Knicks going to the freaking finals. Whew. Tough loss. Brunson missed an open shot. Could have won. We won, Jonathan. We won. But yeah. There we go. Oh, Fenny, we got something for you in game 2. I thought you guys had something for us in game 1. I thought the Celtics were supposed to smoke the Knicks. I thought the Celtics, Dave Portnoy tweeted out that the Knicks don't even deserve to be on the same court as the Boston Celtics. I don't know, man. The Knicks, you got to believe. I'm stealing it from the 86 Mets. You got to believe in these Knicks. This is what they were built to do. Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, McCall Bridges, brought in to play with Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. The best starting 5 in the league. We've been saying it since day 1. They built this team. They brought in Bridges and Anunoby to play defense, to lock down Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and they did exactly that tonight. I don't care about the regular season anymore. This is not the regular season. This is the postseason. This is the freaking postseason. And the Pistons woke the Knicks up, and the Knicks are back to being the physical, one of the best defensive teams, because they have it in them. They have it in them with OG, with McCall, with Josh Hart, with Deuce off the bench, with Mitchell Robinson off the bench. Cat, I mean, I'd like to see some less fouls from him, but he can still play defense when he wants to as well. And they keep playing defense. They keep staying physical. And you get a close game with Jalen Brunson having the ball in his hands. The Knicks can pull this one off. All right, that's it for me. Deuces, thank you for watching the James Nolan podcast. Probably going to be doing the New York double play sometime tomorrow, talking about the Yankees who are struggling right now, and the Mets who are down 1-0 to the Arizona Diamondbacks in the top of the fourth innings. They need to get those bats going. You need to get those bats going, but Griffin Cannon pitching pretty well. All right, that's it for me tonight. I'll see you guys. Let's go Knicks.